quarter, a touchdown and a field goal in the second, leading 13-0 going into halftime. Then, of course, able to score again in the third. They only scored the one time. But fourth quarter, boy, I tell you what, Greensboro really poured it on trying to get ahead of us.
They did, and it was a battle with us last year. And funny enough, we lost by 2 last year, and we won by 2 this year. So, like I said in the beginning of the year, I mean, it's every week you got to get out there and you got to give everything you got because every team's going to come to fight, and it doesn't matter what their record is, and they're going to try and win the game.
Yep. Well, we won this one 27-25. We'll talk more about that ball game. Bring in a guest as well and have a lot more fun here at the Idle Hour Pub. Right now you're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show right here on Eagle Sports.
It's Camry Thon, and it's on now at LaGrange Toyota. This is your chance for our lowest prices of the year on new Camrys. Now drive a new Camry for just $19,900. You heard that right. A new 2016 Camry for under $20,000. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. Hurry to Camry Thon and get a new 2016 Camry for just $19,900. Plus tires for life at LaGrange Toyota. With approved credit, see dealer for details.
When you choose a dentist, you want to know that you made the right decision. So where do you start? Go to BellDentalCenter.com. That's the right way to begin to know Dr. Bell and his staff. And then drop in at 106 Corporate Plaza Drive in LaGrange and visit with the staff. And you'll know that this is the right place for you and your family. Bell Dental Center offers comprehensive dentistry with an emphasis on aesthetics, restorative treatments, mini dental implants, root canal therapy, sedation dentistry, as well as Botox and Juvederm treatments. Bell Dental Center. Visit their website at BellDentalCenter.com. Good cheer, good friends can be found at Idle Hour Pub, located at 124 Bull Street, downtown LaGrange. Idle Hour Pub has been a part of our community in LaGrange since 1980, making sure you have a fun, safe place to meet with friends and enjoy an authentic Irish pub. So make your way to Idle Hour Pub and enjoy a great meal, a relaxing beverage, and great people. So like Idle Hour Pub on Facebook or come join us at 124 Bull Street in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome to Racetrack.
I am a very important food critic.
Are you here to review our chef's fresh sandwiches?
Yes, and they better be good. I have shut restaurants down with a single unfavorable tweet. Fresh turkey. Ripe tomato.
Tasty, right?
I'm the critic. I'll tell you if it's tasty. Oh, it's tasty. Hit me again, as they say.
Racetrack's fresh and delicious lunch. Restaurant quality, Racetrack convenience.
Atlanta's own Racetrack.
Now back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Idle Hour Pub and the Air Raid Football Show with Coach Matt Mumme and coaching. We're celebrating the big win 27-25 over Greensboro. A lot of individual performances that were pretty remarkable. One of the first ones I want to talk about is Marcellus Jackson, who breaks the new LaGrange College record with 2 touchdown receptions in the ball game.
Yeah, Marcellus Jackson is our Kemp's Offensive Player of the Week. He had 6 catches for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. And really, the 2 post routes were just a great job by my coaches and myself and Connor Blair, our quarterback, seeing that, he had single coverage on that side and we were able to, exploit it and get in the end zone. He also had another huge catch on, we do a little freeze play, which I guess is no big secret. And, of course, when they jump off sides, we snap it and we throw the ball down the field. And Marcellus had a huge catch on that. I think it was the
3 or the
39-yarder. Yeah, 39-yarder. So it was a great catch in coverage.
And that was also a place where we needed to put some points on the board. And we were driving down there, and it got us a great position. And we went ahead and scored right after that. You talked about the kicker, Zach, stepping in. Really impressed by that. Got all his field goals. We got the 2 field goals plus all the extra points.
Yeah, so, Zachary Kudawa, he collectively, got us 9 points. So that was a big deal. And for us in past weeks, it's been a stressful moment for me, thinking, hey, we're going to put the field goal unit out there and kick one when I just, would probably rather go for it. But I think we've found some stability there in Zachary, and he did a tremendous job. And so he was our BSN Special Teams Player of the Week, and he was also the conference Player of the Week.
So I saw just big face on the website. That looks pretty awesome. Again, we mentioned the individual performances. Really impressed also with your I got to look at this stat because the number of guys we had run the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different guys. Jamarcus Holmes with 8 carries. Lewinsky looked really good in this ball game. Well, he's a tough guy to bring down.
We're doing some things to give Lewinsky some opportunities to run the ball, and he's done a great job as a freshman. And Jamarcus has really come on and has been that guy that has been a strong ball carrier for us, has done a good job catching the ball out of the backfield. Of course, he scored a touchdown in the game for us, so huge highlight right there, and it was a great run. We were about 5 or 6 yards out, and we had just made the big play down there and put in a two-back formation, and he took it right up the middle into the end zone. So Jamarcus is going to see more carries this week, and so is our senior Sequoia Humes. We've done a good job that we've got such a stable of running backs. I think we're going to kind of narrow it down a little bit and focus in on a couple of the older guys and see what they can get going and try and get them hot.
Was also really impressed. I couldn't believe it, but Connor Blair running the ball down the field a couple of times. He looked really good.
Connor is a tough runner, and he runs probably a little bit better than he's showing right now. He's been a bit banged up, and so without diverging what those injuries are, but he just, he's a guy that can hurt you with his legs, and he can cover a lot of ground quickly if he's got the room. And so, he took a couple of shots I don't like to see in this game. He took on I don't know if it was a linebacker or a DB.
Just kind of laid right into him.
Yeah, he kind of laid him out a little bit. But, Connor, that was definitely one thing with our offense this year and changing the run game a little bit was to cater more to him.
You kind of feel sorry for that linebacker in the film session. When the quarterback runs over you, that's not going to be a good thing to talk about.
Well, Connor's not a small guy
that's
either.
True.
So.
Well, of course, one more thing quickly. We'll do the defense when we come back, but 11 different guys catching the ball, really spreading it out in this ball game against Greensboro.
Yeah, once again, Connor's doing a great job of spreading around, and that's what makes our offense great. We try to make it to where they can't key on one single guy. And most defenses probably are going to look at Marcellus. And in the back-to-back games we've had, he's really been able to have good games. And so, some teams are probably going to try and take him away. But, Connor does a good job of spreading around, and we're dangerous in a lot of areas.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the defensive side of the ball with Coach Kendall Todd. He'll be talking about that defensive line who had a lot of running. We'll talk more about that when we come back. But right now you're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show on Eagle Sports.
It's Camry Thon, and it's on now at LaGrange Toyota. This is your chance for our lowest prices of the year on new Camrys. Now drive a new Camry for just $19,900. You heard that right. A new 2016 Camry for under $20,000. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. Hurry to Camry Thon and get a new 2016 Camry for just $19,900. Plus tires for life at LaGrange Toyota. With approved credit, see dealer for returns.
I don't know about you ladies, but I love to keep my car clean. The only problem is my schedule. I just don't have time to wash it myself. But I have found the place to go. The LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. They have great prices, and I always feel comfortable there. They do an amazing job. And if that's not enough to get you to give them a try, they also get you in and out in no time. LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. Open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Just look for the giant gorilla at the LaGrange Car Wash.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
You're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show. Jack Mormon, Coach Matt Mumme. We're joined now by Coach Kendall Todd, who works with the defensive line. Coach Todd, how are you this evening?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome. We're so glad that you could join us tonight. And your guys celebrating a big win as well on the defensive side. We scored the points, but y'all really had to hold, especially in that fourth quarter, quite a bit to keep those guys back on the board.
Yes, sir, we did.
There you go. Just get your mic a little bit closer. There we go.
Our young men, they fought really hard, and they've been working hard the last few weeks to prepare with missing that game against Avery. So it just continued to keep working and getting better. And the things that Coach Chambers put together for us to be successful, the guys went out and did the right thing.
Well, one of the things that my radio partner Bill and I were talking about is the way that y'all were rolling your defensive linemen in and out. You had four down linemen, and they go a couple of plays, and then you roll another 4 back in. Tell me about the thought process behind that and getting those guys in like that.
The thought process behind that is we want to keep fresh guys on the field. And what we do is at practice we do the same thing. The guys roll in and out. We want to be able to keep our best defensive linemen fresh, but also be able to sub a group of guys that can go in and continue the work that the guys ahead of them are doing.
Well, it's something that if you haven't played a lot of, especially down in the interior line, that's an exhausting place to be in a ball game.
Yes, very exhausting.
Yeah, because you're hitting folks every play. DBs, maybe they might hit somebody every once in a while, but those guys down in the trenches, they're hitting somebody every play. They're going to another guy that's 260 to 350 across from them, and it's really nice to give them that advantage of coming in and out and getting that little extra rest.
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, also think about too with the offense, we did have a lot of yards, a pretty good possession time, but as quick as the offense moves and scores sometimes, that defense actually is on the field a little bit longer than they may want to.
Yep, and what we do as a defensive staff, we do extra conditioning to make sure that we're prepared because we know that Coach Mumme and his offense is going to score fast, so we got to be able to play.
Well, let's talk about a few of those down linemen too. One of my favorite guys to watch down in is Nick down deep. He just at the nose guard. He just seems to be almost anchoring what you got going on the defensive line.
Yes, sir, he does. He's been a 4-year starter for the LaGrange College Panthers, and he's just buying into what we want to do up front, and he's our leader.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you again, just for those that haven't got a chance to come out to watch the ball game with a 4-man front, how do you move the guys from left to right? Where does your nose guard, is he going to always line up in the gap, or how do y'all arrange that?
I think that's a little secret, but we don't
proprietary. Okay,
yeah, we don't do very much of that.
Okay, well, okay, you taught him well.
Yeah, we're not diverging secrets here. We don't know the enemy might be listening, so
never know who's going to be out there listening. Coach, one of the things I was really impressed too with in this past ball game is 4th down conversions. We were 3 for 3 in 4th down conversions in the ball game. In fact, you went for one early in this ball game.
Yeah, we did a good job there. I don't think it's any big secret that I'm definitely willing to go for it. I mean, I was, I'm a product of my father for sure in that regards, but. Our guys have done a good job. I think we're around 64% on the year right now for 4th down, and so it puts the defense in a bind.
Well, it definitely did with early in this ball game to take advantage. I think we went down, got a field goal down of that first drive, to get points on the board early on, and I know that gave a little extra confidence to the offense.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I wanted to touch it. Coach Todd has done such a tremendous job, and a couple of guys you missed and didn't talk about on the defensive line. Royce Owens is a freshman that weighs about 180 pounds, and he had 2 sacks in this game, and that was just enormous for us because it really put them in a hole and ruined drives for them. And then the other guy is Demetrius Rogers, who, offensively, again, our output wasn't as good as what I would hoped it had been. But Demetrius Rogers was made the big sack there at the end that forced them to have to throw the ball again and gave us the interception where, Valentine picked it off and ensured the win for us. So, Coach Todd has just done a tremendous job with those guys up front. He's got some older guys, but he's doing a great job with young guys that most people would look at and say, man, a defensive end at 180, I can't believe he's playing. And so those guys have been instrumental in us getting the win.
One of the things you said a couple of weeks ago that still resonated with me is that you wanted to get, we talk about the game we missed, you were the one trying to find a way to get those guys back on the field because they're here to play. And you want to give them those opportunities. And I think that one of the things, I saw a lot of young guys out on the field, both offensively and defensively, getting those opportunities this past week.
Yep, and they are. And if they work hard, they're going to continue to get those opportunities. If they go in and do their job, the sky's going to be the limit. And a lot of these guys, Royce, we're looking forward to him. He's going to be a 4-year player. And so, when guys can do what they're told and produce on the field, they're really going to have a lot of opportunities.
Also, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We've got lots more to talk about here from the Idle Hour Pub here on the Coach Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show on Eagle Sports.
It's Camry-thon, and it's on now at LaGrange Toyota. This is your chance for our lowest prices of the year on new Camrys. Now drive a new Camry for just $19,900. You heard that right. A new 2016 Camry for under $20,000. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. Hurry to Camry-thon and get a new 2016 Camry for just $19,900. Plus tires for life at LaGrange Toyota. With approved credit, see dealer for details.
When you choose a dentist, you want to know that you made the right decision. So where do you start? Go to BellDentalCenter.com. That's the right way to begin to know Dr. Bell and his staff. And then drop in at 106 Corporate Plaza Drive in LaGrange and visit with the staff. And you'll know that this is the right place for you and your family. Bell Dental Center offers comprehensive dentistry with an emphasis on aesthetics, restorative treatments, mini dental implants, root canal therapy, sedation dentistry, as well as Botox and Juvederm treatments. Bell Dental Center. Visit their website at BellDentalCenter.com.
Everywhere you look on your campus, some event is happening, and that's the way you want it. But keeping your active campus clean and looking its best isn't easy. Nonetheless, National makes it look easy. Low staff turnover and a commitment to excellence allow National to ensure your campus from top to bottom, inside and out, is always perfect and spotless. Parents and students alike give us a 4.0, and we settle for nothing less. You'll like having National on the job.
Visit us at teamnational.com to see what National can do for you.
Students at LaGrange College travel to places like London, Tokyo, and the jungles of Costa Rica through our Study Away commitment. First-year freshmen are provided a voucher worth up to $2,500 for an off-campus travel experience their junior or senior year. Attend college close to home and still see the world at LaGrange College. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Now back to the Matt Mumme Air Ring with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show, live here from the Idle Hour Pub. Jack Mormon and the coaches here. We're talking about the game, the big win over Greensboro this past week. And, Coach, we talked about some individual performances, some players of the week. We also really had hit the defensive side, and you have a lot of guys you could have chose from, but you had some real standouts on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think Coach Chambers had their hands full trying to figure out who they wanted to pick for the player of the week this week because there were so many of them that did a tremendous job. Mm-hmm. But Brandon Penn just continues to be that guy in the secondary that – he led the team in tackles again this week. He had 9 tackles. He had a breakup in the secondary, and then he also had an interception. So he just continues to be a guy that we lean on and just continues to make great plays in the secondary. And, I know earlier you talked about, Coach Todd does a great job with his guys and how much they got to hit. But I'll tell you what, our guys in the secondary will flat knock your head off.
Oh, my gosh.
And they are a physical group, and Coach Crosby does a tremendous job with those guys. And I love watching them play. As much as I'd just rather be on the field all the time with offense, it is fun to watch those guys run around and hit guys.
One of the things that really impresses me is their closing speed. They're playing back there, especially when you play a team like Greensboro that throws the ball around so much. They're able to close so quick when that ball is run.
Yeah, they are. And the great thing for Coach Chambers is it gives him the ability to do some things different back there because he does have that trust in them that they are physical enough to spin down in the box and take away run stuff, but they also are fast enough to run with any receiver that we have in the conference.
Tons of confidence that those guys have because they're giving up almost 6 to 7 inches on a couple of those receivers that we face. They're incredibly fast, they're incredibly tough, but vertically they're not the tallest guys out there on the field.
No, they're not. And of course Brandon's bigger than a lot of people think. I think he comes in around 6'1", 205, but we're not. But again, just speed. Another young guy that stands out to me that Coach Crosby's done a tremendous job with is Kerry Brown. He's a freshman and he's getting in there in the mix. And I tell you what, he's not a big guy, but he'll still strike you too.
Run through that. We mentioned the players of the week. Run through those one more time, Coach, with the offense and special teams.
So again, it was Marcellus Jackson was the Kemp's offensive player of the week. Zachary Kudua was the BSN special teams player of the week, and then Brandon Penn was the Hutchinson Trailer defensive player of the week. So good group.
Someone you definitely could have talked about too is talking about special teams. Patrick Gooden continued doing an excellent job punting the ball. Connor hit one that didn't quite go as far as he wanted it to, but Patrick I think just steps up and hits the right punt at the right time.
Yeah, he does. Gooden has a lot of ability in the punting position. And he's only a junior, and so. I've told him that this is one thing. If he continues down the path that he is, he may have a shot to be a I don't know, a CFL guy or maybe an NFL Europe kind of deal if that's where he would want to go.
Consistency, of course, is the biggest thing for a kicker.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, we've got to be able to hit it all the time. Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we'll close things out here from the Idle Hour Pub and the Coach Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show on Eagle Sports.
It's Camry-thon, and it's on now at LaGrange Toyota. This is your chance for our lowest prices of the year on new Camrys. Now drive a new Camry for just $19,900. You heard that right. A new 2016 Camry for under $20,000. Right now at LaGrange Toyota. Hurry to Camry-thon and get a new 2016 Camry for just $19,900. Plus tires for life at LaGrange Toyota. With approved credit, see dealer for details.
I don't know about you ladies, but I love to keep my car clean. The only problem is my schedule. I just don't have time to wash it myself. But I have found the place to go. The LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. They have great prices, and I always feel comfortable there. They do an amazing job. And if that's not enough to get you to give them a try, they also get you in and out in no time. LaGrange Car Wash on Vernon Street in LaGrange. Open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Just look for the giant gorilla at the LaGrange Car Wash.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Welcome to Racetrack.
I am a very important food critic.
Are you here to review our chef's fresh sandwiches?
Yes, and they better be good. I have shut restaurants down with a single unfavorable tweet. Fresh turkey. Ripe tomato.
Tasty, right?
I'm the critic. I'll tell you if it's tasty. Oh, it's tasty. Hit me again, as they say.
Racetrack's fresh and delicious lunch. Restaurant quality, racetrack convenience.
Atlanta's own Racetrack.
You're listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme.
Welcome back to the Matt Mumme Air Raid Football Show live here on Eagle Sports. Jack Mormon, Coach Matt Mumme, Coach Kendall Todd joined us as well. We've been talking about the big win against Greensboro, but Coach, one of the things that we want to mention too is what great support we had. The stadium was just about full over on the home side.
Yeah, the fans came out. And I'm going to give a shout out here to Chad Traylor, who's out here in the audience, and he brought the biggest grill I think I've ever seen, and I think he had it there at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and cooked up a bunch of ribs and stuff that I got to taste after the game. They were amazing, but.
I didn't see any of that. I'm traveling the wrong circles after the ball game.
Oh, you couldn't have missed the grill, but if you walked right by it, I'll tell you what, those ribs were awesome, and the crowd was great. And so what I want to really challenge the city of LaGrange and LaGrange College is to come out and watch our guys this week against Huntington. This is a huge game. They're number one in the conference. I think we're sitting in the third or fourth spot, and it's a blackout game, so we want everybody to wear black, a black shirt, black pants, whatever. Get out there and really cheer on our guys because, we're 1-0 in the conference, and we have an opportunity here to go 2-0 in the conference. And if we can do that, we kind of start putting ourselves where we want to be and setting our destiny in this conference.
I think about Huntington, too. Huntington, we're developing quite a little rivalry within the conference. I think there's a team we've seen each other quite a bit, and I think it'd be exciting to have them coming into our house, kind of knock them off the top spot and move us up the rankings, taking on a team like Huntington.
Without a doubt. And Mike Turk is the head coach at Huntington, and he does a tremendous job. And I've been fortunate since I've been here that, we've won both games the last 2 years against them, and they're a really tough ball club. And for him, they've been on top of the conference 2 years in a row, and we've knocked them off. So hopefully we can obviously continue that tradition.
Just, thinking about Huntington coming in, Coach, talk about maybe a little bit what you expect to see out of these guys because it's going to be a hard-fought football game.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now. And so we're going to have to be really disciplined. We're going to have to definitely take care of the ball on offense, which has been something that's been a little bit of an Achilles heel for us right now.
Four turnovers in this basketball game.
Making games.
Three.
Making
four
games.
home of three. Yeah.
Yeah, and they made the game closer than that. That hopefully it should have been. But so Mike Turk does a tremendous job. These guys are going to play really hard. They're going to be, I told our guys today at practice, they're going to be highly motivated because we have beat them the last 2 years. They're going to travel well. They're going to have a great crowd on their side. So that's why I'm really, wanting everybody in LaGrange to get out there. I'm driving around town giving out tickets and stuff. So, if you see my black truck, stop me and get a ticket. But, offensively, they're scoring a lot of points. They scored, 50 this last week. That's like the second time. I think they're averaging in the high 30s, maybe even 40s in points. Their defense is going to play really tough. They're gritty kids. They don't make a lot of mistakes. And so, for our guys, we're going to have to get after it.
Well, I think that the fact that you're not a one-dimensional offense really going to help you against that defense. One of the things with Greensboro passing the ball as much as they were, you were able to kind of sit in and pick off the ball late in the ball game, a couple of interceptions. But your guys are doing such a great job mixing up the run and the pass. That makes it a nightmare for a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and hopefully it does. And we'll put some stuff in this week for them. And just again, the emphasis for me on the offensive side is just really to take care of the ball, because we just Connor did a great job in this last game where he didn't throw a pick. So, he's somewhere around 60 or 70 attempts without an interception, but he fumbled twice.
Yeah.
And so, we've got to stop, getting, and one of the fumbles was just, is that point in the game where we could have just sealed the deal and it would have been over and wouldn't have scared everybody, but we turned it over midfield and gave Greensboro a chance to get right back in the game. And so we've just got to stop that. It's, we've done that a couple times this year. And so if we can eliminate that, then we're confident what we can do.
I know you're proud of your guys, and Coach Todd, bring you back in the conversation one more time. I know that you're very much proud of the way that those guys down in the trenches played. Now, we talked about rolling the guys in and out on the line. You got a lot of guys back in the secondary there moving in and out too. A lot of young guys there get a chance to play.
Yes, sir. Coach Chambers has created our defense, like Coach Mumme said, to be able to get guys in and on the field when we need to get them out there. So, with that being said, we're going to continue to do what we do.
Well, I like what you mentioned, too, about the conditioning piece, that you got an offense that can score as quick as the air raid offense can. You guys got to be ready and raring to go really quickly get back on the field.
Yes, sir, and that's a positive working with Coach Mumme and his offensive staff, because they're going to play fast. So when we play teams like Greensboro, we don't have a problem with our substitutions or getting our guys on the field.
And I know that they're all college guys and they're all smart because they're in college, but how do you get to be so disciplined to be able to roll in and out and know what to do to make those changes so quick? Because Greensboro was running not really a hurry up, but they were right up to the line. They didn't huddle. You had to be really quick to get those guys in and out of the ball game.
I have a great defensive coordinator. That's all I can say.
The right answer.
Good answer.
Well, and I tell you, it was a little bit disappointing in the Greensboro game. Technically, the referees are supposed to hold. They were substituting, and we were substituting. Well, the referee's supposed to hold the ball, stand over the ball. So if they substitute, we're allowed to substitute. And there was a few times in the game that they didn't do that, and I kept kind of trying to get to them and say something because I didn't think we were getting a fair chance. I think we actually did get called once,
just one time,
for 12 guys on the field. But there's supposed to be a fair shake. A lot of times when we're on the field on offense, we don't sub, and so if we don't sub, they can't sub, and that doesn't allow them to get into a different style of defense. But that wasn't the case against Greensboro.
All right. Well, coaches, I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. It's an enjoyable night. A lot of folks having fun here at the Idle Hour Pub after a big win. Next week, we do play a 6 o'clock game. It'll be an evening game, so no one's got an excuse. You got something to do on a Saturday night now. Come out to Callaway Stadium and join us as the LaGrange College Panthers will take on the Hawks out of Huntington on a big conference game next week at 6 o'clock. We'll invite you to join us then for Coach Todd, for Coach Mumme. I'm Jack Mormon, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Thanks for listening to the Matt Mumme Air Raid live from the Idle Hour Pub with Jack Mormon and LaGrange College head coach Matt Mumme. The Matt